Hey guys, it's me, Clarissa here on Clarissa Says, where Clarissa says it all, that's how I feel. So today we are doing a DIY Kiss Dip Powder set. And if you would like to know how I was able to get these nails at home, and I did them myself, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay guys, so this is the Kiss Dip Powder Do-It-Yourself set. It says 1, 2, 3 on the box, and it is kind of like 1, 2, 3 on the box if you're going to keep the nail length like the same nail length that it is. But besides that, it is an easy 1, 2, 3 process. So this kit came with 40 nail tips, 20 natural and 20 whites. It also has the activator in the kit. It also has the dip powder in this kit, 2 extra nail brushes just in case the brushes get hard from the dip powder. It comes with the sponge to wipe off the excess dip powder once you dip your fingers into the powder. It comes with this brush on gel, which is actually just glue, guys. Of course, the dip powder itself, I'm pulling it out now. I did find a blue one, but I only chose to use what was in this kit today. And then that's the holder, which is a very good tool to use for making it very easy to do the dip powder without wasting product, as well as helping you just, coat your nail quickly. A cuticle pusher, which I used prior in the video that I done before this. I did a gel removal video, so I don't have to use it today. But if, say for instance, your activator or your brush on gel did get stuck on your fingers, you can go ahead and use that cuticle pusher to get that product off. Or if you need to clean your nails, you can go ahead and use that cuticle pusher to push your cuticle back. The instructions as well. And just to mention it, in the instructions it does say to push your cuticles back, but like I've already done that, so I wasn't going to do it twice for you guys. So just so you are aware. Now what I'm going to do is read the instructions really quickly to see what I need to specifically do, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the video. It's me. Yep. Okay. The instructions does come with different languages, so it may be a little intimidating at first, but altogether there's really just 13 instructions for you to have to follow. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to go ahead and open the nail packet. I've already decided I'm going to do the natural nails today. And so what I'm going to do is open it up. I'm going to show you guys how they look. Those are the tips. I'm using natural. And then I'm going to size my finger. So the way that I size my finger is by the edges. I'm going to put the nails along the base of my nail. And then whatever nail fits my sides perfectly, then that's the nail that I'm going with. Now if your nails are different sizes and it doesn't fit this size specifically, you can choose to use the bigger ones and then use a nail drill bit to make the nail fit your nail a lot better, or you can use a nail filer to also make your nail fit a lot better on the edges and in the middle of the nail. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I do have a boo-boo on one of my ring fingers, so disregard that. This is what I decided to choose, and I've already put on one hand. I wanted to test it out before I actually showed you guys how to do it, just to make sure that I was doing it right. So this is how it looks, and I like it. I was like, yes, I got some nails, girls. So yes, okay. So because I saw multiple videos showing that the dip powder was hard to open once they put their nails on, because the instructions does say to put the nails on first and then dump the dip powder, I decided to dump my dip powder after I did my first hand. So here you see me dumping my dip powder into this thing with my first hand done, and we're getting ready, guys. So here is how you do it. You take your nail, whatever nail that you've measured per hand. I put my nails in order from, you know, thumb all the way down to my pinky. And you literally do a light coat on the tip edge, like literally the edge of the nail. You're going to then place that nail, that tip, on the tip of your nail, and make sure that you press in the middle and also squeeze the sides. I like to squeeze the sides just to make sure that it's secure. So I press in the middle first and then I squeeze the sides. And after I squeeze the sides, I go back and I press down, like basically with the sides in the middle at once, just to make sure that it is nice and secure. So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing the same process with the brush on gel to the very edge of the nail or tip, and then place it on the very edge of my nail to all 10 fingers. Also, there is a little, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a crease actually in the nail that shows you exactly the length, like where to place the brush on gel or the glue, so you do not mess it up. It's really like beginner friendly, and I really enjoyed that. It made it very easy for me to do my own nails, and also it will help you as well. Again, disregard my ring finger. I end up hurting it, so you will see that little black dot in that finger, but just disregard it. So here we are almost finished applying the tips, and this is how my nails look afterwards. All tips are on. Okay, so now we're going to move forward to shaping. I did not have like the full nail clipper, but I went ahead and shaped my left finger already, and now I'm coming back to show you how I shaped my right finger. So I took my nail clipper, my regular nail clipper. I wanted to do like the salon one where they have, you know, the full finger could go through, but I didn't have it. So I used my nail clipper. I clipped both ends, and then I just shaped them down to make it like, I said, like an oval almond kind of a look, more of like a natural round nail. And also I made sure to match up all 5 fingers to each hand. So there's 5 fingers on both hands. Match up every single one, all of the pinkies together, all of the ring fingers, thumbs, and the pointers, and every single finger you have on your hand. You match each one up to make sure that they are the same length. And so that's what I made sure I did, because you don't want one nail on the left hand very long and one on the right very, very long. It just isn't right, guys. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going ahead and shaping and filing my nails. This was the hardest part for me. Now that they're all shaped, ooh girl, they're all shaped. I look honestly like real nails, you know. I really did find it easy to do this. It was just a little hard for me to do the shaping because I'm not used to shaping and cutting my own nails, but besides that, it was good. So after this, so now we're going to go ahead and use the brush on gel, like I mentioned before, as a glue. So the same way how you use the brush on gel to glue on your tips, regardless if it's the white tips or the natural tips, you're going to literally apply a very nice coat of the brush on gel. You don't want it to be too thick and you don't want it to be too thin, but just enough so that when you put your finger inside of the dip powder, it literally gets all over it and there's no holes. See, that was a perfect one. And we're going to do this to each and every nail. I ended up doing this about, I think, 4 or 5 times. The instruction says to do it 5 to 6 times. A lot of people that I've saw previously, you know, on YouTube or in person, I've seen them do them about like 3 to 4 times. But I kind of want my nails to last, so I was like, okay, I want to do it at least 4 to 5 times since the instruction says 5 to 6. Just play it safe, you know. And here I am dipping. It really was really easy. This was the easiest part for me, just to dip my finger and put the little blush on glue and then dip. I was like, yes, I'm doing something. So if I was to do this again, or when I do this again, I will definitely grab some other things like to shape, make the process for shaping and cutting easier. But besides that, my nails look good. Like, I'm really impressed with my nails. I'm really, really, really impressed. I'm really impressed. Oh yeah, no product goes to waste. So I took one of the nails to scoop up that product because it can get messy. So make sure you use a paper towel or a towel or something or other so that you don't lose any product. But yeah, no product goes to waste. And you will get about 2 uses out of the dip powder. At this time, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and make sure that you leave your comments down below. Now, as you can see, I've done my first dip and I'm taking my sponge and I am taking off the excess powder. Now, I did leave the powder on there until I was done with dipping all 5 fingers because it is imperative, very important, that you do not wipe off the powder until you know that the powder has dried and set into the brush on gel, aka glue. Otherwise, you will mess up your nails. It will create craters, or it will rub it off the product, or it would just, make it very hard for you to make it look flawless. Also, when you're putting on the brush on gel, please be mindful to literally put the gel on your nails. Do not get the gel or the activator on your cuticles because it will run over and you will have acrylic or the dip powder over on your nails. So yes, those are my 2 tips for this. So here we are, and I've done my 5 dips. This is my last set. And I'm just looking and seeing how it is and how it came out on all 5 fingers. And I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, so now we are ready for the last step. After you dip, you always take off the excess dip powder with your sponge or brush if you have. You're going to then use the activator to secure the dip powder. This is what makes the dip powder hard. If you do not use this, then it doesn't harden up. So you want to make sure that it's hard so that your nails are strong and that it, it's like an acrylic. So then I'm shaping up my nails a little bit more because the instruction says after you do this, file your dip powder nails to make sure that it's in shape and that they are not bulgy. Kind of like when you put your acrylic on, they always go back in and they file it. It's the same exact process. But after you do the filing, make sure you do another coat of activator, because again, once you file off that first top layer of activator that you just had on there, it will need to be replaced with more activator to make sure that the layers that you just did, so you did 3 layers, the second layer or so is also hard. I went back in and did another layer of dip powder on 4 of my nails because I thought that they looked kind of different than my other hand, and again, I want to make sure that both hands look the same. So I'm going in and doing one more activator on my nails just to make sure that my nails are hard, just to make sure my nails and my dip powder has seeped in and everything has congealed together, because I would hate for it not to have done so. Then once I wash my hands, it becomes a problem. But at this moment, you can definitely see that my nails actually are very nice. And I chose to do this oval round kind of a nail, but you guys could definitely leave it as a square. You can definitely leave it as a almond shape, a stiletto, a coffin, whatever is your preference. You can do whatever you want. This is just what I wanted to do today. And make sure that the activator dries. Make sure the activator dries. The same way how you want to make sure the dip powder dries, make sure the activator dries. And this is it. I really like it. So yes guys, per the instructions, we are now going to take the brush on gel and use it as the top coat, and that is literally it. Make sure you use this brush on gel on every single finger, and make sure that the brush on gel does dry, and then you can go ahead and move forward with painting your nails with whatever type of nail polish that you choose. It is totally up to you. I chose to leave my nails like this for a couple of days, and this is how my nails turned out. Make sure you keep the caps on and screwed. You don't want to knock anything over, and continue to let your hands dry. I do want to mention that yes, your brush can actually get hard if in between the dips you are not wiping the brush on gel brush. It will get hard with the dip powder. So that's a really good thing that they gave you two, so therefore you can switch them out. No product goes to waste, so I'm pouring this product back into the container and using this top to cover it up. And like I said, you use half, so you can do two. I put everything back in the same container, so therefore I can use this again, and everything is nice and organized and put together, and we do not ever get rid of instructions. They will come in handy one way or another. So yes guys, this is it. Thank you for watching this video. This is my finished product. I am so proud of myself. I just washed my hands and put a little bit of oil on them. So yes, I'm just going to show you off on something that's another color besides the brown, and this is how my nails look. I really like them. I really like them. For this will be my first time doing a dip powder, I give myself a pat on the back. Of course, practice makes perfect, but I say first time's a charm for me. If you have any questions, like I mentioned, leave them in the comment section down below. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, make sure you like this video, and make sure you tune in to my other videos and watch out for new content. And I will see you guys later. Bye.